Previously on Wildebeest on Tour.
We've arrived in Mostar. We haven't exactly got much time here, have we, Danny?
We don't, it's a shame, but we'll make the most of it anyway.
Yeah, we've got to make the most of it. We've made it to the old bridge, which is remarkably new because it was destroyed during the war and it's now been rebuilt. It was an old symbol of Mostar, and there is the bridge. Hello and welcome to day 15 of Wildebeest on Tour, the expansion pack. My name's George, this is Matt. Follow Wildebeest in tow behind, and this is our final full day of the tour. We're walking down the Bill Clinton Boulevard here in Pristina, and we're going to take a day trip to the quite old historic town, city, and not entirely sure status. Has about 200,000 people, so make up your mind. But probably a city, isn't it? Probably a city. Anyway, who doesn't really matter. So we're going to go to Prizren. It looks a bit like a mini Mostar if you remember back from Wildebeest on Tour 1. But maybe we'll be in a better position to make conclusions and judgments about it once we get there. So let's head towards the bus station and head towards Prizren. Sorry. Here is the Hillary shop, which is next to the statue of her husband, Bill. Hello! We've now made it to Prizren, and behind us is NATO. So you see lots of NATO flags in the background and the NATO logo in the middle. But the Gazi Mehmed Pasha Hammam, 16th century. We are down by the river in Prizren, and this bridge looks very like the bridge we saw in Mostar on the original Wildebeest on Tour. Next to the mosque, church up on the hill, and fortress up high. It's really, really beautiful. Here we are on the bridge. This is the Sinan Pasha Mosque, built in the 17th century, 1616. It uses some stones from the original Serbian Orthodox monastery. This is an Orthodox church. This is a church that I'm not sure how to pronounce, the Our Lady of Jevis. Unfortunately, it was destroyed in a fire in the 2004 uprising. It's very old, it's from the 14th century. Built by it was built in the Ottoman time, converted to a mosque, then converted back to a church. Yeah, so this is the Archaeological Museum and Clock Tower. Housed, opened in 1975, but housed in this 15th century hammam with unusual clock tower.
I don't know.
Oh, another mosque. As Danny just observed, there are minarets everywhere.
There are many minarets.
Back outside the hammam, it's this Turkish bath was built between 1563 and 1574. It's undergone some reconstructions and restorations like in the 1800s and late 1900s. Only open during exhibition time. This is the Gazi Pasha Mehmet Mosque, built in the 16th century, one of the two, forgotten now. It's 15th century. This is one of the oldest and largest mosques in the city. This is the Albanian League of Prizren, which is where Albanian political leaders and figures met together, founded in 1878. Here are some of the earliest political leaders. They formed the first Albanian government in 1881 and chose Prizren as their capital city. It's the Makshut Pasha Mosque of the 17th century. This is the Mavash/Markas plane tree, more than 400 years old. We're hiking up to the fortress now, just taking a quick refreshment stop. One of the interesting things that I've not been able to film is there's a few churches that were kind of targeted during the 2004 uprising, and they've got a kind of police guard. You're not allowed to take photos or video of them. But the guard of the church, just down there, was very, very friendly. He was like, yeah, like he's going to hear. He's like, yeah, to no photos, but then very excited when we're going up to the fort. So we do this in his honour. Call to prayer down in the city. The entrance to the fortress. Let's go and explore. What a view from the fortress. Secret tunnel into the fortress. I've really enjoyed this Wildebeest on Tour expansion pack. I think for the first Wildebeest on Tour we did go to a lot of cathedrals, those in each capital city. Whereas here, I think the thing that we've seen a lot of are fortresses like this one here. Time to leave the fortress behind. But what a view. What a place. With the sun setting, we cross the old bridge and begin to leave Prizren. The end of day 15 of Wildebeest on Tour, the expansion pack. As you'll notice, we're walking down the same street that we were walking down at the end of day 14, but we haven't faked this video for once. I am wearing this shirt, which I've been wearing the whole episode. It was a very good day in Prizren. Back in Pristina now. We've had our last meal here, our last round of drinks, and it's a bit sad, but yeah, it's been a good time. So tomorrow we're going to go to the airport quite early, and it's going to be a special edition episode where we review our highlights of the trip. So it should be a classic, so make sure you join us then for the final day, day 16 of Wildebeest on tour. But for now, for me and from everyone else, it's good night.